by Strauss and Concord. The .5 mile tri-oval is our next venue for the NASCAR International Cup Series. Your points leader, Levante Martin, got the first spot, with Fontaine in second, Road in third, Hopkins in fourth. Let's get underway. Hopkins already got, it was Fontaine that got the preferred start this time. Martin is sliding, trying to get his lead back, but it looks like it's going to be Luis Fontaine taking that one. No, Martin is taking it back. Good battle between teammates early. And it looks like it's Martin who took lap one just barely. The 8 of LGD, who was second in points, is all the way back in ninth. He's going to have to work up a lot of positions if he wants to get ahead of Martin in the standings. And you see the 01 of Max has already came in due to some engine troubles. No crashes yet, but we can see we have some very close racing here between Hopkins and Stevenson. Looks like it actually seems to be the outside lane that's working the best. You can see that Hopkins is able to get a very good run out of there. LGD's making the inside work as well. A very good multi-group racetrack that we have here. Fontaine is looking to just find a way around Max, or is he just going to let him go? Tries to get to the Max's corner panel, but doesn't work. It looks like they're just going to let Max go and just keep him a lap down. And because of that, Fontaine now takes the lead. 13 now, you can see that we have a 4-car battle for the lead here, but LGD isn't one of them. Two Midwest Group drivers, 2 Mason-Dixon Motorsports drivers, and Martin is trying to do everything he can to get past the 16. Oh, and the 16! Oh, and Martin tried to block this 96 of Kronberg, and it didn't work out. The LGD has now passed Martin, but he's able to keep himself on track. It is not over yet for the 70, but that takes a huge blow for both the 96 and the 70, really. And that's going to help the 8 very much. He has bumped himself all the way up to the... It looks like LTD is in the 6th position now, just 1 spot away from the top 5. Dustin Morrison Jr. also has some engine trouble, so he is 3 laps down. But it's Luis Fontaine who has led most of the laps so far and could get his 2nd win of the chase. Now, you can see that Levante Martin he looks like he's going to take the strategy of just pitting now, so not having to work. This is where he got some wins at Charlotte and at Kialami earlier, just pitting early so you don't have to deal with the traffic later. But who's going to be some of the first cars that come in with the main pack? The fastest lap bonus goes to the 01 of Max, not surprisingly with those fresh tires. The 16 of Fontaine is in first. Martin is still working his way into the pits. We have a pretty good battle here for 4th between Jay Salter and Echo Ross. Neither of these drivers are realistically in the race at this point, and we have another for the title run at this point, do I mean. The last car in the top 10 is the 8 of LGD. He's actually dropped a bunch of positions since. You can see here, there must be something wrong with this car because he was almost in 5th, but now there's a bunch of them getting held up. Did we just have another crash? What happened there? It looks like Martin, no we don't, looks like Martin merged onto pit road. Oh, but look at that! The 95 and the 70 get together as they try to get onto pit road. Just poor merging issues that time, and Martin is going to be out of the race for sure. How will that affect the point standings? There is nobody who's going to be happier than Luis Gustavo de Marza. But last time Levante Martin DNF'd a race was at Old Spice, and guess who came to win that race? His teammate of Luis Fontaine. With just 15 laps to go, looks like Luis Fontaine is going to be the first out of there. But is he going to beat Stevenson? Stevenson has a pretty good chance of taking the lead now. We're gonna wait for pitting to cycle out. Is Luis Fontaine going to beat out Roger Stevenson? That is the main question. It looks like Fontaine is going to do it, and Luis Fontaine is going to comfortably get his spot back. Nobody is contending with Luis Fontaine, but look how fast this car is. Nothing but clean air ahead of him for the 16, and it looks like he's going to do it again. The 70 may be in dead last, but his teammate, the 16, looks all but promised to win it here, with the closest car of Jay Salter being 2.4 seconds away. The 8 of LGD is in 12th, which will really help Martin as well. That will decrease the points gap. It's going to be almost 10 laps to go. You can see not even through the trees where you can see Salter. There is Salter right there. The 83 of Hopkins in 3rd. The 44 of Edgewater in 5th. And the 71 of Boyd. We could have a good battle for 5th here. Looks like the 40 of Connell's looking to get past. Oh, look at the bump and run Ross tried to put on. Oh, they're getting together. Did they save it? They did save it. How about that from Mine, Opsel, and Ross? It is just 10 laps to go for Luis Fontaine, but there is slightly bad news, and that is Jay Salter is getting closer. What can Luis Fontaine pull off in these last 10 laps? Just 170 seconds away, just under 3 minutes for the 16 to get his second win and make a huge, huge boost into giving Fontaine his own shot of winning the title. All he has to do is worry about Topise Brown, at least for now. It is confirmed here that Martin will finish dead last. Looks like he's just going to let Brown go. Actually, no, he's not. The 16 is racing very, very hard. I don't know if it's smart to race that hard against a lapped car, but at the same time, the more cars you leave behind, the more that Salter is going to need to catch up. And he has increased the gap as well. Looks like the 8 of LGD has worked his way back up to the 10th spot. He's gotten past Guy at least for the time being. They're side by side. Can the 8 get clear of the 20? The more points the merrier, especially knowing that Martin has crashed out. It's lap 34 now. Now they're side by side between Salter and Molina. It looks like he actually has some other damage go on, but it was not Fontaine, and that's really all that matters. It looks like it was the 88 of Brown. 6 laps to go for Luis Fontaine. Doing a good job at holding off Topise. Can the 8 now get past the 77? Looks like the 20 of Kurt Guy is doing a very good job at holding LGD off, and looks like he's not going to get anywhere near Rodin. But let's get back to the 16 car. History does repeat himself, and it seems to have repeated itself within just a few days. One driver crashes out, and his teammate goes on to avenge the win, but this time, this is going to mean the 16 has thrown his hat into the title race ring. 3 to go. Lap 38 now. Luis Fontaine really having nothing to worry about at this point. Looks like Morrissey Jr. and Brown are racing very hard alongside each other. Salter hasn't really gotten that much closer. There really isn't any other significant leads going on. There's a pretty good battle going on here between Opsel and Mine, but that is about it. Let's get back to our main front runner, who's going to get his second win of the chase at the halfway point. 2 of the 5 races being won by the same driver. He is now officially a title contender for the first time since Season 2. Coming across the checker flag, Luis Fontaine does it again. Looks like the 8 of LGD, he's actually lost a bunch of positions as well. He's gone past Dorian Sparks, looks like he will finish 12th.